Welcome back to Poor Pang Lake, guys. Have we got a special day in store for you? That's right, we're on Poor Pang Lake and we have the return of the prestigious pairs match. On the right hand side we have got team, what are you called?
TC Anglers.
TC Anglers, rubbish name. Consisting of the team, what makes up the team is Mrs. Crabtree and the Silver Fox. On the left hand side, which is the worst peg, but we drew it, but we'll still win, we have the infamous Dorothy Perkins in a competitive capacity today, and yours truly, the Whippet. It's a 5-hour match, anything goes almost. Someone was spotted fishing before the whistle, so there is talk of an impending yellow card. Yeah, so it's about 10 till 3. We've timed it so we're in full sun and going to get burnt to a crisp, but whatever goes. So 2 fishermen on the right, 2 on the left, an imaginary line in the middle, which is obviously going to be abused at some point by someone, and 1 rod each. You can fish any style, you can have as many rods as you like set up, but 1 rod each. Scoring, first fish, I predict Mrs. Crabtree is going to get that. Most fish, oh, Mrs. Crabtree going to get that. Most species, I reckon Fran's going to get that. Biggest fish, me. Chris is in with a shout of a bonus point for first species to be caught out of the lake. Yesterday we had our first 2 red tails caught out, so that's off the list now. But there's still Soldier River barbs, albino, black shark minnows. I think that's it that haven't been caught yet. No Siamese carp yet. Right, we've already started pre-baiting. We're going to be all in a minute, and I'm going to try and record it as we go along, but once we get into a healthy lead. A quick close-up, a bit of a technical wizardry here. So can you hold your hook still, please, madam, and show it? Okay, so Dorothy Perkins is on a, I would say, a size 8 with a big bit of bread flake, a split shot, which is probably an AA. Fished a little bit over depth to a straight waggler, shot it quite far down because it's like a mill pond today, and she's just going to be fishing off the reeds down there. Unlike myself, I've got a bit of a long chuck, been too lazy to put a heavier insert waggler on, so it's a little bit more sensitive, and I've got a little shot there. It's not really a dust shot, but it's enough just to dot down the insert waggler, and I've got a size 14 with double bread punch on. So I'm going for the nibs, little fish. Dorothy's going for the big uns, and hopefully we can snare something. If it all goes horribly wrong, I've got a secret bait down here which no one knows about apart from me and my teammate. I've got one of them. Oh, it's looked like someone's stolen them, these bad boys. And I've also got the giant float, like you fish for the Sawai and Mekong in Bangkok. So what red tail could resist that? Okay, so we're just about for all in, and we'll be back shortly after we've landed the first fish. Well, ladies and gentlemen, disaster has struck already. First throw, Dorothy Perkins missed an outstanding bite. We've had nubs after that. We've been getting plenty of action or interest, and the Silver Fox has snared a Java barb early on, so they have secured the first point of the match that can't be taken off them, so the pressure's on. Well, disaster, guys. We're an hour in. Toon has just caught their team's second fish, and Dorothy Perkins and I still to get off the mark. Luckily it's another Java barb, so they haven't secured another point for another species. All right, Bebo. Bebo's just nicked me bait. Give you £1.25, sir.
£1.25, Tang.
Oh dear. Well, drastic situations calls for drastic measures. I've gone full Mekong, folks. It's not looking good, so at least I can sit down and do a bit of recording. F&L baggers still to get off the mark. The other team, well, Mrs. Crabtree started to get bites, unfortunately, so we're going all in for the big ones, and hopefully a couple of extra species, maybe a Mekong and a Sawai. And Mrs. Dorothy Perkins could snare a Java for us. I reckon we could sneak 3 species and avoid the dancing forfeit on the stage in front of a full restaurant. Chris has reverted to his no strike method. It's the only person I've ever seen fishing in the world fishing the waggler sitting 18 yards behind his rod, but it's working for him, so I can't take the peat. Yeah, and with his fannage. All to play for, a lot to lose. Well, it's all kicking off. The silver fox has got a fish in the net, but it's not his. F&L baggers are off the mark with a £2 Sawai. Don't give us any earache, guys, that we're not using an unhooking mat. He's for the dinner table tonight. Lovely. Well, disaster has struck F&L baggers yet again. We'd all agreed that it was time for a break. That it was time for a break. That we were supposed to all reel in, and Chris caught a tilapia, a tiny tilapia. Shouldn't really count as anything, but so they're on to 3 fish, 2 species. First fish, so they're on 3 points, we're on 1 for the biggest. And Toon's gar is just basically sitting under my float where my ground bait is, picking off all the fish that are trying to take my bait. So it's not looking good. Dorothy Perkins' swim is totally devoid of fish, not even any movement on the waggler. No. But if Chris can catch tilapia, mum, you're the queen of tilapia. I've just got a bad feeling about this.
Here, Chris. On now.
Come on, Lee, get that fish in. Oh, let's have a look at that little face. Have a look at that little face. No. Did that end up on the video or not? What do you think?
That's the whole rig.
Shit.
We'll have to go into overtime, won't we? You guys have stopped fishing for us. It's got plenty of life, hasn't it? Well, folks, you won't believe what's happened. 15 minutes left on the clock. F&L baggers were 3 fish to 2. We'd got 1 Sawai and 1 golden tinfoil, and Chris and Toon had 3 Java barbs. Oh no, was it 2 Java barbs and 1 tilapia? So we needed another species or another fish to take it into a tie break. And who else could it be but Dorothy Perkins has only just landed the biggest giant gourami ever seen in the world. Here we are. On the waggler. Just an outrageous performance of skill, dedication. I seem to have hooked the silver fox. I did forget to reel in. I've probably got one on as well, Chris. Chris gone very quiet, but he has been the ultimate gentleman.
Carefully still.
Chris, have I hooked your pants?
Probably.
Where's? Can you feel it? Can you feel the line? They are a bugger to hot. I think me and Mum will try and hold it. But let's get a little bit of footage of it in the net first.
Just in case it jumps out.
Just think. I mean, it's highly unlikely, isn't it?
Won't it?
But look at what do you? Oh, we're going to weigh it, aren't we? We're going to weigh it and everything.
Gonna weigh it.
But look at this majestic Goliath of the deep, a golden giant gourami. Right, let's get it in the sling.
Keep going. Wow.
Do I need to press anything, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure it's 0.
Away your mic.
And she goes 5.8 pounds.
Wow.
5.8 5.5 pounds. Do you want to come and stand in the water?
Yeah,
And
fun.
kneel down, and we can just sort of like lift her up like that.
It's quite warm. It's safe.
No?
She's bleeding.
No, she's not.
She not breathe. That hurts.
So start.
Another step to go.
It's alright, it's very firm.
Yeah, very good step there.
Keep recording.
I did.
Look to the camera. I'll lift her up. You look at the cameraman. Look to Chris.
Brilliant. Yeah.
She wants to go.
Well done. I don't care now, today. That brilliant.
And the match is up. Oh no, it's overtime, isn't it? Because you two stopped fishing for us. Thank you
Blah,
very
blah,
much, you
blah,
two.
blah. Oh. Right. Oh,
There's another step there.
give me a kiss back.
Oh.
You and I.
Well, folks. Mum and I are doing the honourable thing. We've agreed to 15 minutes extra time due to not injury, but Toon and Chris were both very, very helpful and kind to offer us assistance landing the said beast.
Say yes.
So, yeah, I think we've got about another 20 minutes to go. It's all to play for.
Grumpy. I should grumpy you.
There's some new leaders on the leaderboard.